Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 Michelle Trachtenberg movies. Now, if you don't know or haven't been following my channel here recently, I've been watching several of her movies so I can do this top 10 list. Before that, I've only seen 5 of her movies, and I wanted to do this video. Rest in peace again. She was so young, 39 years old, and as of this video, they don't have an actual cause of death. She did have a transplant here recently. I don't know if it caused an infection. I mean, we will never know. Her family declined an autopsy, and so we will never know the cause of death. But regardless, I respect the family's wishes and let's move on from that. But again, rest in peace. She was such a sweetheart. I'm really looking forward to watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV series. I've heard a lot of great things, so I can't wait to watch and review that for you guys. But I've seen 14 of her movies, 4 of which did make the top 10. And with everyone's filmography, they're going to have some stinkers. So let's get into those. The first one, Inspector Gadget, it was a bad movie. I love Matthew Broderick, but it's not a good movie. And I really wish they would try and do another live action version. But yeah, it just god awful. I give it a 1 out of 10. Next up, we have a movie I just watched with her called The Circuit. It was a made-for-TV movie. It was meh. I gave it a 5 out of 10. You can find my review for it on my channel, so check it out. And next up, Cop Out. Bruce Willis. It had a great cast, big time cast, but it just wasn't that good. I gave it a 6 out of 10, and that was being generous. And last but not least, A Christmas Gift, which I just watched. I didn't review it along with this other Christmas movie, but I'll talk a little bit. A Christmas Gift, when she's a child, she gets this gift from an anonymous person. 20 years later, she's still trying to find out who gave her that gift. And yeah, it's an okay story. But the character I didn't like was Alex. He ends up doing her dirty by messing up her story, which just causes a rift between her and this guy. And of course, there's no consequences for this guy. He has a type of a face that you just want to punch. And they didn't confront him. The boss, there was no consequences for his actions, and that's the one thing that really irritated me. Even though I know it's just a movie, but still, I really wish they would have addressed that. But those are the 4 movies that did make my top 10 list. So let's get right into it. Number 10 is Sexy Evil Genius. This woman gets every lover she's ever had to meet in this bar, and then eventually she confronts all of them. The last 15-20 minutes of this movie is the best about it. It's not terrible, but the lead up to that is kind of just meh. The last 15-20 minutes saved the movie. I still only gave it a 7 out of 10, but it's worth the watch. It could have been a lot better, especially the first 50 to 60 minutes of the movie. Next up, number 9 is Harriet the Spy. Just watched it for the first time. Rosie O'Donnell, I absolutely loved. I really wish I would have seen more of her on screen. But overall, a good movie. I ended up giving Harriet an 8 out of 10. Number 8 is 17 again. I like this movie. Zac Efron, Matthew Perry, Leslie Mann, whom I absolutely love. Yeah, it's not too bad. Thomas Lennon stole the movie for me. Again, you can find my review for it on my channel. Number 7 is A Father's Choice, based on a true story. And I love the story about these 2 sisters who the father doesn't really have anything to do with them, The mother is murdered. They have to go live with him, and they have to adjust to the farm life. And they're very resentful of him. There's a lot of fighting back and forth, especially by the main lead, um, by Michelle Trachtenberg, and it was just a sweet movie. And I love movies based on true stories. And so, yeah, Father's Choice. Um, check out my review for that. It's a really great movie. Number 6, we have A Holiday for Love. I love this movie. Uh, I love the characters, the story. You have Tim Matheson as a representative of this tractor company who is going around to these other factories to basically downsize the workforce. While there in this hometown, which he used to live in, he eventually finds out a lot of things about his past, and we get to see it unfold on screen, which was really cool. And there's a nice twist in this movie in the end, which was great. I was shocked by that, but I absolutely loved it, and I actually almost teared up. It was really close, but it's a great movie. I highly recommend you watch it. A Holiday for Love and A Christmas Gift you can find on Peacock. Number 5, Ice Princess. Love this movie. The 4 female leads of Kim Cattrall, Joan Cusack, Hayden Panettiere, and of course Michelle Trachtenberg was phenomenal. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I have mad respect for people who ice skate and everything. It's so graceful, so beautiful to watch, and it's just a great movie. Number 4, 2006's Black Christmas. I love this remake. This is the way you do a proper remake. Now, the original Bob Clark classic can't be touched, but if you wanted to do something close to it, that would be it. 2006's Black Christmas, also featuring Lacey Chabert, who I absolutely love. I love her Hallmark movies as well. But yeah, number 4, Black Christmas. Number 3, we have Can't Be Heaven. Again, another great story. Ralph Macchio steals the movie, in my opinion. I loved his performance. It is a story of this girl who has a best friend. He has a crush on her, but a new kid comes to town. She develops a crush on this new kid. And from there, there's a lot of back and forth between the best friend and the new kid in town. Ralph Macchio's character ends up becoming a friend of this kid, and he gives him relationship advice, and it all backfires on him. But it's a great movie. I highly recommend you check out Can't Be Heaven. And the ending made me cry. It's freaking great. Number 2, Sister Cities. Sisters get together after their mom's death. They're all named after cities, of course. Hence, it's the title of the movie. And there's a lot of drama that unfolds. It all comes out while they're there dealing with their mom's passing. And it's a sad movie, but I absolutely loved it. I gave it a perfect score. You can find my review for it again on my channel, but I highly recommend you check it out. And of course, coming in at number 1 is Euro Trip. Scotty doesn't know. I loved this is an underrated movie. The performances, the story, the cameos by Matt Dillon and Fred Armisen is freaking great. Muscuzzi. I absolutely love this movie. I watch it every year. It never gets old. And I would have loved to have seen a sequel to this movie. I thought it would have been great if we could have seen a sequel to this movie. But regardless, we still got this one. And yeah, that's definitely by far her best movie in my opinion. So in the comment section below, if you've seen these movies. You give me my, give me your top 10. If you don't have a top 10, give me your top 5, or just give me your favorite movie of hers. But regardless, rest in peace again to Michelle Trachtenberg. My love goes out to her, her family, and friends. Um, but I'm glad I got to watch these movies, and I will continue to try and find more for movies to watch, but gone way too soon. But I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for many more movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reviews, top 10s, and rankings. And as always, if you have a request for me to do a movie review or anything, leave it in the comment section below of any of my videos. But I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.